We're flipping the script today. I'm Macara, and I'm here with Chris for 3 Pointers with Secured Tech in his hometown on the first court he played in Indiana. So Chris, tell us about it.
Yeah, this is super exciting. That window right there actually was my bedroom. And so I used to be able to look down from there and see when people came and kind of scout them out, and used to come down here and play all of the time. So it's really cool to bring you guys here. I know you see me make shots every week. It's like, this is where I learned it. So
I told our customers from Indiana, you have no idea how proud we are of you. You have no idea how proud we are of Indiana. We take you with us everywhere, and this is our love letter to you.
So Chris and I have known each other for about 25 years. We met in college playing basketball, and so it's been fun to come back. And over those 25 years, multiple jobs worked together. I've heard a lot of lessons that you learned from the basketball court. What was the first lesson that you learned?
So yeah, when I moved here, I was in 6th grade, and there were a lot of 20-somethings that played up here, and I was 12, 13, and like I didn't really have any peers. I had to earn everything that I got, and it started off, I always joke there were like divots on the floor here, like in the concrete, and people would sprain their ankle. And when I was 12, that was awesome because that was the only way I got to play. And when I got in, like I had to play defense, and they wouldn't guard me. They would double team people. And then when they kicked it to me and I got an opportunity, I had to make that shot. And I draw so many parallels to professionally when you come onto an organization, nobody knows you, and you have to demonstrate in the opportunities you get that, you deserve that responsibility and more responsibility. Luckily I made quite a few of those shots, and, was able to build up my reputation out here, and, just went on to have so much fun out here.
So Chris, you taught us about starting low on the totem pole and working your way up. What other lessons have you learned?
Yeah, I think this was actually the first time I learned about networking, because, you play a game and then you lose and somebody's got next, and they've got to pick up a team. You build out that network again by performance. Like the goal is to win the game and to stay on. So that next guy, if he wants to win, he's going to pick the 3 best players or the people he likes. So when you're not necessarily the best player when you start out, you've got to at least be pretty likable, and treat people the right way. The other thing you learn is this is self-governance. There's no referee, there's no chaperone, so you learn, to fill a role inside of this quote unquote organization. You learn how to advocate for yourself because there's nobody else that's going to advocate for you. So you figure out what are the red lines, the non-negotiables, to fit in, but also to have your own ethics and backbone and stick up for yourself, but also to see when other people might be taking an advantage of, and you stick up for them. This is its complete own ecosystem, but it's so representative of, I think, the workforce, and so many other challenges, whether it was like your first day in college, you've experienced these same things, and this was just a great petri dish for that. Macara, I know you're a long-time viewer, first-time participant here. Welcome to the 3rd pointer, where we're always sitting down dramatically, with a view. Not quite bleachers. I'm not sure what this is in memorial to.
Yeah, well, as one of the OGs, it's a privilege to be here. And one thing I wanted to ask you about, I know you've already asked this of Nate. You asked Nate what he saw in folks on the basketball court, but I'm interested in what you saw in Matt, who's our CFO, and Josh, who's now our president, and even me, who is now a VP with you all. What did you see in each of us?
Yeah, so I'll start with you because I met you first. Macara, you were so tenacious on the basketball floor, and we were in college, and you were not afraid to mix it up at all. I mentioned self-advocacy. If you got fouled, you would call a foul. If you didn't foul and somebody called a foul on you, you'd say, I didn't foul you. And you were just so driven, but also didn't take yourself seriously, and you were so easy to relate to. I then met Nate. The reason I met Nate is because Nate went around and talked to everybody. He was such a friendly face, really saw the good in people. And I always appreciated that. Matt was somebody that was I found was equally competitive to me, you know, and I knew that if I pushed him, he would be better. And when he was better, it was pushing me to be better. I look forward to continuing to do that professionally. And then I met Josh, and he was the tallest guy I'd ever seen. And, you know, we finally had a center on our team, and he's a quiet guy, but he's a strong leader. And I think we all always looked up to him because he didn't talk to talk, but he talked from a place of like, this guy thought about it, and that's actually correct, what he just said. And so it was so exciting when he joined our team. Okay, time for the big shot. For inspiration, I'm wearing this Allen Iverson jersey I got for Christmas in 1996. First shot's practice. If it goes in, you saw it go. Just practice. Why would I miss a shot here? Thank you. You would have been great here.
I'll be better at Macara.